guys, I hope y'all having a great day. I just wanted to come in and do a highly requested video, and that is how I pack for a cruise, what kind of things I pack on a cruise. And I definitely wanted to do this because lots of you guys requested it, and packing for a cruise I think is quite a bit different than packing for any other trips that I've been on, mainly because if you forget something in your suitcase and you're on a cruise, you can't just get in your car and go to Target and go pick it up, right? Because you're in the middle of the ocean, so it's a totally different thing. They do have shops on the ship though, so if you do forget something, you probably will be able to find like something comparable, but the thing is, it may be a shampoo, but it may not be your shampoo. It's probably not going to be your shampoo because everything's very basic in terms of what they have on the ship. And the other thing is that while you're having to pick up a shampoo that you don't like, you're probably going to pay like a crazy amount of money for it. I know on this past cruise, I found myself with a little surprise. I was not expecting to need my tampons, but I did. And so I was like, what am I going to do? So I went up to the shops, and they had tampons. They just weren't the kind that I prefer. They were like those basic cardboard ones from Tampax that I don't really ever go for. And a box of 20 was $11, which is I think probably like 3 times the price it should be. So it's like not only did I have to have the ones that I wouldn't go for anyway, they were $11 for 20, and I was like, what in the world? But you gotta do what you gotta do. So when it comes to packing, we definitely bring everything that we think that we might use on the cruise. We don't bring stuff that we're probably not likely to use, but we do pack a little bit of extra stuff that maybe on any other trip that we may just run out to a store and get if we need like a Tylenol or something, you know, like that, something simple. So keep that in mind. When it comes to packing, pack what you think you're gonna need. We pack quite a bit. We each have like a carry-on and then a big suitcase, my husband and I. But I see people that have like the small suitcases and that's all they have, and you know, you're on like a 7 or 8 day cruise, and I'm thinking, how do they get by on that? But I mean, you totally can. They have shampoo and shower gel in the shower, on the wall, in dispenser, so you don't even have to bring it if you don't need it. And they have laundry, so if you really don't want to bring a lot of clothes, or you have a lot of people traveling with you and you're worried about like the weight of your suitcases and you're flying in and that kind of thing, you could just bring a couple of outfits and like do laundry on the ship, like whatever works for you. We bring extra clothes. We change like twice a day because we dress up for dinner, but then we're casual like through the day. And then we have like formal clothes, sleep clothes, swimwear, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to show like the clothing part of it, but I will say when it comes to clothes, bring whatever you think you're going to need. If you're not going to dress up, don't bring a bunch of dress clothes. Like, what's the point? If you may dress up 1 or 2 nights, then just bring, a dress or 2, whatever. And then like comfortable shoes definitely, because the ships can be quite long and you may be doing a lot of walking throughout the day. So keep that in mind. You want comfortable shoes, comfortable clothes, comfortable everything as far as packing. I'm going to actually show you like what I put in the carry-on, because that's where I think things get very different. So with the carry-on, this is the one we bring. Mine is pink, his is gray, but they're just like a hard shell carry-on case. And carry-ons do have to fit within a certain like measurement thing that they have, criteria, because if they don't, then they're not going to fit through the scanner and all that stuff in security. So make sure it fits. We've only cruised with Carnival, so everything I'm telling you is based on my knowledge of cruising with Carnival. So if you cruise with other companies, make sure you look at their specific guides and regulations and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, this is what we bring, each one per person on the ship. Your carry-on is where you'll bring, like, if you have sodas or waters you're bringing on board, you can bring like a 12-pack of non-alcoholic drinks. You can bring a bottle of wine. Has to go on the carry-on. If it's not in the carry-on, it's not going to make it on the ship. Another thing about packing, suitcases need to be unlocked, even your big ones that you're checking. So you have to hand them over unlocked. So all those trust issues you may have are gonna be tested like as soon as you get to the port, because it has to be unlocked, or either they'll find you and be like, hey, you need to come unlock this. And then on like the last night of the cruise, when you set your luggage out in the hall, it has to be unlocked. So keep that in mind. Don't have it locked. Save you some trouble. Anyway, when it comes to organizing what we put in the bags, freezer bags is what we use. And it's easy to see because they're clear, they're cheap, so there's no like wondering what bag is the shampoo in, what bag is my makeup in, because you can see it right there. If you want to label it, it's got the little thing where you can label it, but I'm pretty sure you could just see what's going on in there. But anyway, I mean, travel bags are cute and all, but when it comes to a trip and you're running late or wanting to spend your time doing other things other than search through every single travel bag, they're really not much help. And who's going to be seeing your stuff other than you anyway, right? So a cute bag really does nothing for me. I'd rather be able to be like, oh, sunscreens, there they are, and not have to look through every bag, like a cute pattern, whatever. It's not going to do anything in terms of helping me find my stuff. So we use freezer bags, the big ones, the gallon bags. Easy, and lots of stuff will fit in there. If you are flying, of course, then your stuff would have to fit in with the smaller measurements of stuff that you can bring when you're flying, or, you know, if you get there a little bit early and you have time to go to a store, then you can shop and buy bigger stuff before you get on the ship. Whatever, you know what to do. Also, you can bring a small cooler with you. I don't like carrying anything extra, so my husband and I always bring one of these, which is a wine ice bucket, a wine cooler, and it fits 3 full bottles of wine, and then also like sodas or any other kind of thing that you want to keep cool. Not a refrigerator in the room, so you just have to keep ordering ice. And this is nice because it doesn't really take up space in your suitcase, and you inflate it when you get there. It's just clear, and it turns into a nice little bucket that you can keep all week long. Usually the room steward will just like fill it up with ice whenever we're out of the room, I've realized, or you know, if not, you can call room service and get ice for it. But I have to have like cold drinks. I don't really like room temperature. I never drink hot drinks, so for me ice is a must, and so that's an easy way for me to do it and not take up any space, not have to carry anything extra, because it just, you know, fits right in the suitcase. So one important thing that I bring is like the first aid bag with like the band-aids and the gauze and the Neosporin, allergy medicine, Pepto-Bismol, lotions and creams, and anti-diarrhea medicine and Tylenol, that kind of thing, because those are things that could happen that you don't want to spend like a lot of extra money on, or at least I don't. So I like just having it and being prepared, so it's like right there if I need it. Another must-have is like sunscreen and insect repellent, and sometimes they will tell you if there's a warning in like the country you're visiting, if they have some mosquito-borne illnesses that are a big risk, and they'll tell you beforehand, and you put your sunscreen on first, and then you put your insect repellent. They'll even tell you that much, so they give you like a little paper every day, and it'll tell you like any warnings. But anyway, so that's important to have with you. I like to bring my fingernail polishes. You can get manicures on the ship. I don't like paying anything extra, of course. And then fingernail polish remover. I like to bring the fingernail polish remover, the felt pads, just because it's less mess. You don't have to worry with like the liquid and carrying like a bottle and that sort of thing, because these just come in a little pad. So it's easy to do, no mess or anything like that. So that's just something I usually use when I'm traveling. At home I'll use like the bottle. Of course, the fashion first aid kit, very important. Wrinkle releaser, lint roller, Febreze, and then this is the fashion first aid kit right here that's got like a sewing kit, and it has like fashion tape and fingernail file, safety pin, deodorant sponge, lint removing sheets. I mean, it's just got basically everything. I mean, there's tons of little stuff in that little bag right there. If you lose a button, so many different things, stain remover. So that's something nice to have, because if something does happen and you're on the ship and you need to sew something really quick, or you need to fix something really quick, it's nice to have these little things. Water shoes, definitely a must-have, and it's something that you may not think about. And I know a lot of times when we go to beaches, like in different countries and things, like you always hear people being like, ouch, ouch, there's rocks everywhere, or they're like miserable, or they're not in the water because of the rocks, because it may not be something you think about, because a lot of times the beaches here in the U.S. are like smooth and just sand, but when you get farther away, they are a little rocky in some places. So water shoes are nice because they have the nice rubber sole. They keep your feet protected, and you won't have like a miserable, ruined vacation where you're wanting to have fun at the beach instead, you know. So get the water shoes. Also in the water, I have these, and they're waterproof pouches, and it just goes around your neck. So I always put it around my neck, and then I usually like just tuck it in my swimsuit, and so it's not really that noticeable, which I don't care if it is or not. But this one is made to fit my phone. They have them to fit different types of phones, and I swim with it. It keeps my phone dry because they are waterproof, and like I have like my license in there, maybe a little bit of cash, like anything that's kind of important that I want to keep on me, then I keep it in one of these and wear it around my neck when we're in the water, just so I don't take any chances. Also, like a paper copy of our passports, like I'll do a photocopy of it and I'll put that in there because we don't take the passports off the ship. They stay on the ship in the safe anyway, so we'll take that, and then our license and stuff in here, and the cell phone. And I have this one as well. You can find these on Amazon, the inflatable wine buckets on Amazon as well. Our water shoes we could just get on eBay. You can bring styling tools. This is a flat iron pouch, and it's heat resistant, so you could put it in here when it's still hot and it's going to be totally fine. But you can bring like your curling iron or your flat iron. Don't bring your clothes iron though, that's not allowed. But they do have iron on the ship. And then my hair supplies, always have to have my clips, my brush. Tangle Teezer brush is the only way to go. Dry shampoo if I'm just feeling lazy or I've gotten out of the ocean or whatever and just want a quick refresh, whatever. Been walking around all day. And hairspray. Another thing you may not think about is adding a change of clothing and a swimsuit to your carry-on, because I always think, what if my luggage got lost for some awful reason and I was just stuck wearing the same outfit every single day, no swimsuit to enjoy the beach in or the pool or whatever. So I put it in the carry-on just in case, like a simple, usually something like this, which is just like a simple black dress, like a little tank dress, because it's casual and comfortable, but I could still wear it to dinner, just like a A-line little skater dress, and then a swimsuit just so I have it. So, you know, I mean, the dress would go with the swimsuit or it'd go with dinner. If I had to do it, do laundry, you know, every single day and wash that dress every single day, I'd be okay with it, you know. At least I would have something else, the outfit I'm wearing, and then, you know, that outfit to choose from. So just, you know, I always think of the what ifs, like I don't want to be caught off guard or something. Other things I bring are like hair accessories, jewelry. I do put some of my jewelry in canvas pouches, like some of it that I want to have a little bit more of a breathable space instead of just like the plastic bag. So some of it I will put in this and then put in the safe. Bring like fragrances, perfumes. We also bring these little like backpacks that we got for like $1. And I mean, they're just simple, the little lightweight backpacks with the strings just to put our stuff in. Because I don't take expensive bags into the port or anything. I don't want anything like real noticeable or flashy or anything that's going to draw attention to me. Just something really basic that will hold our stuff. And so these do that just fine for me. Also from Amazon. And then I also bring air freshener and wipes for the bathroom, just because that's my personal preference, is using wipes and air freshener, just because you're in a smaller space and I don't want to smell anyone else's bathroom smells or my own. So I like having an air freshener there. Also, just like those daily basic hygiene items like toothpaste, toothbrush, deodorant, shampoo, conditioner, all those kind of things, of course, we pack and bring with us because they're very important to have. So we have those. They just happen to be in the bathroom right now. Razors, shaving cream, any kind of things like that that you use for grooming. Also, keep in mind to bring with you, because you don't want to be without them or have to buy, like I would hate to have to buy a razor that's not like my own personal razor, because I'm like super picky when it comes to like razors and deodorant and any of that kind of stuff. So I would definitely make sure to get your favorites and have them prepared in your suitcase. Don't forget them. Make a list, of course, if there's something that you think you're gonna forget, or if you're forgetful like me. I definitely, before my first cruise, I definitely like Googled and looked around and looked for lists and looked for anything that I could find that would be helpful that I might need. I looked at the port information, like what kind of beach was it? Is the beach rocky? Sunscreens, like all kinds of stuff, any kind of information. I mean, that's just me. I'm like very into like planning stuff and reading up and making sure that, you know, when we get on the boat, we have the least amount of like worries possible. So that's just what I do. So anyway, hopefully this is helpful. If you have any other questions about packing, if there's something that was unclear or that I didn't cover, you know, feel free to ask below or in a message or something, and I'll try to answer it the best I can. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye, everybody.